and what you're reading and everything, are you guys reading in uniform together, or y'all read the book separately and then come together and explain it?
Yes, we read separately, then come together.
Okay. So y'all conversation, just give us a conversation. Give us some of the stuff that y'all talk about. As of though you
Some
read.
of the books they read.
Some of the books in there, yeah. I want to just, let me just explain how the book club works.
Okay,
We get a grant from Union County Cultural and Heritage Commission,
that's good.
and we have already gotten a grant for this year.
Oh, all right.
And our sessions go from September to June. And the students that come in, the girls and boys that participate in our program, they get their books free.
Wow.
And that money comes from the grant.
For the grant. Okay.
And also they select their books, so that's why they didn't have an answer for you which book they're gonna read next, because we will come together in September, and they will decide what book that they will read. Most of the groups
Now,
do.
do they get to keep the book afterwards?
And they get to keep the book,
Oh,
and they've
okay.
been building their library. So that's kind of the way it works. And they'll have 1 month. For example, they will get a book in September, and that will be the discussion for October.
Oh, okay. And so when do they get October book?
They will get the October book in September. And
Okay.
they will have a month to read the book, and they will
And
come to the
discuss it.
October meeting and discuss that book.
Okay.
And then in October, they'll get the November book.
Okay, I see. Now, have any of these book stores or whatever that you guys go to buy your books, did they share with you about the Kindle? The Kindle. Yes, the Kindle is
Oh, yeah.
is like electronic book
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
where you can just
Yeah.
download books and things of that
Right.
nature.
We
Maybe.
haven't moved to that level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that I'd like to say is that we do meet every last Tuesday in the month.
Every last Tuesday in the month.
Yes.
Okay.
From September to June, as Barbara just said. And we meet at Washington School.
Okay.
And we really would like young people who have an interest in reading to join us. It's a really nice meeting. We start with a light meal.
Light meal.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's usually a very nice meal. And then we have fun just chatting and talking to each other. And then all the groups meet together at the beginning of the evening, and then we
Okay.
separate into our different groups. And then we usually come back together and share. We have sort of group reports from each group. And so young people get a chance to stand up in front of the audience and say what they've done in their specific group discussion.
Oh, okay.
So it's a nice evening. And we have some families. We have some mothers and fathers who bring their children,
Sure.
and they participate in the adult group,
Okay.
and then their children participate in the youth groups. So it becomes a family.
Well, I just want to say this right here to you, Willa, that, the Talent Talkers show Church was happening now. We will reach out, any time you guys want to come and do a commercial, I'll let you do a commercial. So that way normally the show go from 4 to 4:30. So at 4:15, the commercial will play. And they just talk about your club, to how you can bring more
that's
people into the club, because that's exactly what's needed today. Reading clubs. We were talking. In fact, I just come from a conference today, a video conference, and one of the pastors was talking that we really don't get much time to read anymore because of the internet. We mainly scan. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell you I read 2 or 3 pages on the internet. You know what I mean? I scan, and get out of there, do something else. And so the idea is that we are not spending a lot of time with reading, and I think that reading is a part of cultivation and part of development and things.
And we'd like to invite you.
I'll come.
We need men too.
All right, we're not
So if
down.
you would join our men in conversation, it would be wonderful. I think if you would come, then you get a real sense of
Yeah,
what goes
I'll get a
on.
sense of what they're reading now. Are they
Absolutely.
reading more fiction or more
They read,
political?
They read a wide spectrum of things.
Okay.
Whatever the group decides they want to read.
Okay, well that'd
And
be
we've
good.
had, we have authors come in, people who write books, who come in and talk about their craft and answer questions from the kids.
Okay.
We read a book this past year, about Vivian Stringer, the coach at Rutgers.
Oh yes,
University.
yes.
And she's promising to come to our meeting this year.
All right.
So,
that'd be good.
really try to provide a really worthwhile program, and we would just welcome more support from young
Well, you have it
people.
here. I'll try my best to come out. Just let me know when it is, and I'll come, because that's something that's definitely needed in the community and everything.
She wants to talk about, can you talk about the Christmas, were you there for the Christmas meeting?
I don't think so.
You were? Who remembers what we do at Christmas time? Gerald?
Go ahead.
We all get one book together, and we all gather around for this this one book, and we all read it together, each one by one.
Now, do y'all read the book right there at that time? So
Yes.
finish the book right then and there.
A children's
A children's book. Okay, okay. You remember the last children's book you read?
It was The Giving Tree.
The Giving Tree. Now, who wrote that?
Silver.
Silverstein. And what was the gist of that book? The Silver Tree, you say? The Giving Tree. The Giving Tree.
The tree kept giving and giving, and the child who kept asking for it, and the tree gave so much that there was nothing more left for the tree, and the child was still unhappy.
Sure.
But at the end, the tree still gave to the child, and they still, and the tree, and the child had a relationship such as a parent and the child. And
So the tree basically had the relationship with the child.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
okay.
child grew to be a man.
And he grew to be a man because the tree kept giving.
That's right.
And what was it? Did the kid give the tree anything back, or was it nothing?
Complaints.
Just complaints.
Yeah.
Oh wow! We need to get the author in here. We need to get the author in here. Well, let me ask you this right here. We about 7 minutes left on the show. What did you young people get from this story here of Celeste going to school for the first time? I'll let you answer this right here. You heard her talking. And what grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
Oh wow! You need to get. You need to really. You need to really talk. And what school you go to?
I go to Plainfield High.
Plainfield High School. Okay. You plan to go to college?
Of course.
Okay. You have the college picked out already?
I got a few in mind.
Stay close to the mic.
I'm still weighing up my options.
Okay. Okay. So you seeing this here? This is definitely going to. It's like a commercial of what you're going to be doing next August,
Yes.
August 2010. So what did you get out of that right there? What
It could be nerve-wracking,
Mhm.
but you need to remember, like, pretty much all the words that your parents put in your head, and
Mhm.
how they worked hard for you to get to that level.
Sure.
And how you don't need to go to college and then let the party life get to you, because
Sure.
if you mess up your freshman year, it's going to be hard bouncing back during your sophomore, junior, and senior year. So you really need to stay focused, and you need to have a motto in mind, and you need to know what you want to be. That way when you get there, you don't change up your major a lot, and then you don't learn anything.
Sure. Sure.
And you need to pretty much be focused.
So should we talk to you guys about the money aspect of the college? Are we talking too high when we talk of that? I mean, should that be a part of the motivation and a part of our expectations of you to let you know that we're spending a good many dollars for you to go to school? Should we talk? In other words, should we have a more mature conversation? And this is what I'm pushing for: a more mature conversation. Say, hey, this is an investment. You can bankrupt the family if you know what I mean? Family don't mind being bankrupt if you're gonna become another Carson. You know what I mean? In fact, to be happy, you know what I mean? We'll find some money, but I mean, should this be something that parents talk to kids about, young people about today, about the money aspect of what college is? The economic aspect of it.
Yes, my dad, he used the loan to go to a school so
Sure.
he could be a nurse.
Sure.
So to this day, he's still paying it off. So he tells me he shows me the bills,
That's good.
and he tells me how much it is
Sure.
and how long it's taking him.
That's right.
So he's saying that if he's gonna use a loan for me, that I really have to stay focused.
That's right, that's
I
right.
really have to know what I want to be, top end, and not be changing up my mind every 5 minutes.
Yeah, because I think that loan is on the border of a Fannie Mae, homeowners, a mortgage or something like that. It's here, but I say this right here to anybody. I mean, I wish I had money to give, but you know, there's nothing wrong with borrowing the money, as long as you're going to get you know, to your goal. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're going to become a doctor or a lawyer or engineer, you know, there's nothing wrong with borrowing the money to get there. You know, but the idea, let's stay focused with it. That's what I guess just what I'm trying to say, because I see so many people that's not, you know, staying the course. And then they, you know, they're out of college and they didn't graduate like they should have. Excuse me?
And a big obligation.
And yeah, big obligation, because you still have that loan, you know, and so, you know, the job that they do get, the wages start to be garnished, you know what I mean? So it becomes a whole problem and everything. So what we're trying to do is clear that up and everything and try to just give new energy, because I think that, you know, today, most young people today are like, what, third generation going to college now. I think it was first in the 60s and 70s and now whatever now. So the idea is that we really need you to hit a home run, you know, because you're actually buying your position in life, and somebody got to pay for it. You know what I mean? So there it is. You want to say something, young man? Go ahead, say something now.
The last book I read was called Feathers by Jacqueline Woodson.
Jacqueline Woodson, Feathers. Now, what was the gist of that book? What was that book about?
Well, I didn't read much, but I read the back of it, and it was about a girl who was wondering for hope of winter that year, I think.
I think that I might have seen a small movie on that book. I think, and was she wishing for snow and things of that nature, or just the winter itself?
Winter. That's what it said on the back.
Oh, okay. So why you only read the back of the book, though?
Because I didn't get to read like much of the book.
Oh, so you just went to the back and just go put the whole story. Scanning. You scanning it. You're too young to scan. Your eyes are so strong. I got bifocals in that bag over there. You know. All right, well, we're bringing it on in. Okay, you want to say anything?
Oh, I was just thinking, she said she read the back of the book. We encourage the young people to read the book, but we also say, if you haven't read the book, come to the meeting anyway.
Okay.
Because we try to focus on what's happening in the lives of the participants. We hope that the readers will take what they find in the book and look at their own life through the lens of the book, so they can still participate in the conversation even if they just read the back of the book.
Okay, all right. Well, back is good, but we want to try to at least get a chapter in there. Okay,
Absolutely.
we out. All right.
Yes.